What's every single form we could potentially get for our CACs in Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3? That is the question of today, and I am going to answer it. I've made potential transformation videos for every single race in Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3, the 2 races I want to be in Xenoverse 3, and even universal forms. So today I am going to list every single one of the forms I found, so no one can ever say, oh, this insert race could never get forms, they don't have any options. Yes, they all have options. I'm going to list them all. And we're going to be going from OG Dragon Ball to Z, to Diamond, to GT, all the way to Super, and no, I will not be talking about heroes.
Go away. Go away, you.
And we will be going from most important race to least important race. So, nah, I'm joking. Now, when it comes to the potential awoken skills for Earthlings, we have the max power mode, 4 witches technique, the super key control mode, or as the Robloxians call it, the selfless state. As a giant mode transformation, why not let humans use a giant mech like one of the cool ones we see in Dragon Ball? They could add an entire awoken skill just based off shapeshifting. Maybe you want to be a beast man like the ones in Dragon Ball. Maybe you want to be a ramen noodle fighting robot like Oolong. Or anything else they want to add for a shapeshifting awoken skill. And last but certainly not least, we have a great Saiyan awoken skill. And this is special in my heart because in my human video I said in Age 1000 Xenoverse 3 we could get a futuristic great Saiyan awoken skill. And when you watch the Age 1000 trailer, hey, all I gotta say is that potentially I f***ing called it! Now for the Namekians, a Red Eyes mode like we saw in Dragon Ball Online, the original Age 1000, or the one that we saw never use. Of course, we're gonna need the Power Awaken in the orange form, and on top of that, give us a orange giant mode too. Just like Dragon Ball Kakarot, I would love a Super Namekian / Namekian Fusion power-up awoken skill, and I'm gonna be honest, one of those NPCs in story mode is gonna have to cough up that. They're gonna have to cough it up, bro. I'm gonna need that. And as a shot in the dark, maybe a Dark Namekian transformation. Now, in Dragon Ball Online, the original Age 1000, some Namekians got corrupted and they were turned into Dark Namekian / Demon Clansmen. So I would love a real Demon Clansman-esque transformation for Namekians. Now, for the Frieza race, we can get the forms that he showed on Namek, including his 100% mode. They could implement Cooler's 5th form. They can implement Cooler's Metal form, which, fun fact, is a thing in Dragon Ball Heroes. The Frieza race CACs can do the Metal form. Personally, I think it would be an amazing idea to have the giant Metal Cooler core be the giant transformation for the Frieza race. And again, I don't really want to add forms from Dragon Ball Heroes because that's like a whole mess. But in Dragon Ball Heroes, the Frieza race has like a bunch of different like augmentation forms of like different types of armor and stuff. So, you know, if they want to do something like that, maybe they want to do something like that. And when the Granola arc gets animated, we can finally get the Black Frieza mode. Now, on to the Majin race, and these are the forms I really want the most. I really want Majins to eat. We could get the Gray Evil Buu form, we could get the Super Buu form, we could get the Buff Buu form, we could get Majin Super Saiyan 3 mode, aka the Super Duper Majin form. We could get a Absorption Awoken skill based off whatever 2 mentors you want to choose. And I really wish I could think of a giant form for Majins, but I can't. In the comments, please guys, let me know what you think a giant mode could be for Majins. And last, but literally not least, for the races that are already in Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, we have the Saiyans. I'm doing this all in one take, I'm getting this out the way. Grade 8, Golden Grade 8, Fall Super Saiyan Power, Saiyan Beyond God, Super Saiyan Grade 2, 3, and Super Saiyan Rage. Now those last 3 can be added to Super Saiyan, or should I say Future Super Saiyan, so that can finally have 3 stages. And speaking of 3 stages, give us a Super Vegeta 3. But we are not done yet. We have Super Saiyan 4 GT, Super Saiyan 4 Diamond, Super Saiyan Rose, Mastered Super Saiyan Blue, Legendary Super Saiyan, Wrathful State, Super Saiyan Full Power, Anime Super Saiyan Berserk with the Controlled and the Controlled Super Saiyan 2 version. In the cooler manga version, we also have Ultra Ego, and that ends all of the forms, I think, for Saiyans. And before you go in the comments and say, oh, that's too many forms to add, you're completely right. That is way too many forms for Saiyans. I would never ask them to add that many forms. Personally, I only want like 4 forms for Saiyans in Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3, including the Super Saiyan 4 Nozaru. Like, only 4, we don't even need that many, bro. Just like add 4 of them, we'll be fine, bro. But I do think False Super Saiyan, Saiyan Beyond God, and Super Saiyan Power could work as like super attacks, kind of like Fighting Sun, more so just cool aura changes that make your hair spike up and they have like a cool attack bonus, but like, you know, they can have different attack bonuses between them. And now for the transformation ideas for the races that I hope are coming to Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3, being the demons and androids, and I will do the androids first. We could get a Super Android mode, like Super Android 13 or like Super Android 17. And again, fun fact, the Super Android 17 transformation was for the Android CACs in the Super Dragon Ball Heroes manga and video game. And Super Android 17 isn't just the ultimate android, he's also the ultimate machine mutant, so why not give androids machine mutant abilities? And I think the Mega Roto mode, really dumb, but the Metal Roto mode, this could be really cool in my opinion for androids. I really hope we get a Majin 21 Awoken skill for the androids in Xenoverse 3, I think that'd be sick. And whether they make bio-androids a potential Awoken skill for regular androids or bio-androids in their own race, they could add a imperfect, semi-perfect, and most importantly a perfect Awoken skill for the androids to become bio-androids or for the bio-androids. And ultra shot in the dark, bro, but what if we got a Cell Max Awoken skill for androids that have their own giant mode? Super like shot in the dark. Crazy idea, but I'm just throwing it out there. And while Cell is technically the only android to go into a true Super Saiyan Grade 2/3 full power mode, hey, anyone can do the full power mode, so why not give androids a full power mode, a 100% buff mode? Now on to the Demon Realm race, and Garlic Jr. uses the buff but really slow form. So that could be added. You could also add the transformation that Bojack and Kogu both use in the movie. Now this could be universal, but this would also make sense if it was a demon specific Awoken skill. It is the Third Eye, and Third Eye needs to have 2 stages. Stage 1, put Third Eye in, you get like a giant boost to Ki Blast, but Stage 2, you gotta go into the giant Third Eye mode. And whenever the Granola arc gets animated, I'm going to need them to add both of Yas's forms, his uncontrolled nature form and his controlled nature forms. Those forms are just so fire, bro. And you may be thinking, that's it, there's nothing else to add, but there is. We still have the universal forms that need to be added to Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3. Now before I talk about the new forms, let's talk about the old ones. Pure Progress and Supersonic mode should be for CACs, but nerf Pure Progress, bro. It should not boost all your damage, make it to where it only boosts your time skip attacks. That's literally how it works in the show, and also it'll be a great way to make the form balanced. Next, please, you gotta add the Babidi Mind Control Majin Mark. I would love that to be in the game. I would also love if they added the God of Destruction mode that Topo used. That form is so sick. And it would be absolutely insane if they added baby's forms. Stage 1, you get white hair and the weird eyes. Stage 2, you get those like weird wing things on your back. And Stage 3, you become just a baby lookalike pretty much. And the last forms they can add are UI Sign and the Limit Breaker mode we see Jiren use. And I think that's it. I think we're finally done. Oh my gosh, that was a lot of forms to list, bro. Okay, and I'm going to restate this. I do not literally want all of these forms in the game. Personally, I think base game Xenoverse 3 should just add like 3 to 4 Awoken skills for each race, mainly the other races that aren't Saiyans, because Xenoverse has been around for 10 years. Every CAC race other than Saiyans have like 1 unique Awoken skill, while Saiyans have like 6, bro. That is completely unfair. And not just when it comes to like the cool factor, but also for gameplay reasons. Saiyans have forms for every type of damage, defense, stamina, recovery. They have forms for literally everything, bro. The other races deserve multiple Awoken skills so they can maximize the potential of different builds. Maybe you want to make a melee Frieza race, a Ki Blaster Majin, or maybe you want to make a super tanky orange Namekian. You should have options to do these things for your CACs. Having a variety of cool Awoken skills and different build options will literally only help the game. This will only make the game funner and have more variety in the long run. But that is pretty much all I have to say today. I will catch you guys later with another video soon. God bless. I will catch you guys later.